Akira Toriyama has been the idol of my life. From Sandland and Dr. Slump all the way to Dragon Ball Super, it cannot be understated how impactful Toriyama's work has always been and always will be. At the beginning of every volume of Dragon Ball, Toriyama writes this little blurb that gives just a tiny look into who he is as a person and just a little bit of insight on his life. And if these little blurbs are anything to go by, Toriyama was a light-hearted, fun-loving, unique, goofy, funny guy. Just like this guy. And all of those traits absolutely were reflected in all of his work. And whenever someone with a heart like that is gone, it makes the world just a little bit of a sadder place. My first introduction to the works of Akira Toriyama were the Dragon Ball Z anime. I believe I was 7 years old. It was right in the middle of the Frieza saga. And, you know, as a little boy, 7-year-old little boy, of course it enthralled me. I was amazed by it. And that feeling that I got watching Dragon Ball Z never really went away. I was always enamored by it. I was always glued to it. And as you can see, it's remained in my life ever since. But it wasn't just Dragon Ball. All of the works I stated at the top of the video, I went and sought out because the writing style of Akira Toriyama was so appealing to me. It's so, like I said, it's funny and it's weird and different, and the stories are just fun and his characters are just fun. And I believe that through that work we got that little bit of insight into who he was as a person, like I mentioned before. And it was always there for me to cheer me up on a bad day or to push me to just get over a hurdle that was, just grinding me down that week. It still does that. I recently got this box set and I've been reading through it. And whenever I'm having a particularly hard week, I'll pull one out, I'll read it, and I'll see what Goku, Bulma, Oolong, and Poir have gone through, along with Yamcha, and it tells me, they got through that. I can get through this. I understand this video may seem a little scattered and unfocused, and I apologize for that, but the truth of the matter is, I've been trying to gather my thoughts ever since I've heard the news. And I didn't know how to collect my thoughts in that moment either. My first immediate reaction was just a deep sadness. It felt like a huge chunk of my childhood was gone. But then I remembered that it's not. And if you felt that way, I want you to know that that big part of your childhood is not gone either. It's right here. He put this out in the world for us to have fun with, for us to be inspired by, for us to love and enjoy over and over again. And it's still here. He is still here. This is where we can still see him. is in his work. His legendary, impactful work. Akira Toriyama, your impact and you yourself will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching.